Pleasant day, grade 6 students. Welcome to our computer class at New Vision International School.
Our today's lesson is under Chapter 7, From Algorithm to Coding. It is entitled Lesson 6, The Variables. The objectives of our today's lesson are the following. Number 1, recognizing the definition of a variable. And number 2, identifying the use of the variable in a program. Before we start our today's lesson, you should prepare the following materials. Your book in computer from pages 78 to 79, a pen, and the Scratch program. To start with, let us have a recap. In this recap, you will be reminded on how to do the labyrinth game. Now I'm going to show you how to do the project, the labyrinth game, using the Scratch program. So this is now the new stage that we have drawn or paint using the Scratch program. Then we're going to add a new sprite. So by clicking this icon, so we will search for the beetle sprite. Then we will click on animals, and there you go, that's the beetle, and click OK. Okay, so this is now our new sprite. So since it is large, we're going to make it smaller by clicking this icon, shrink, and you can make it smaller. After that, we're going to build the scripts in order to make the labyrinth game. First, we will click on events and then drag when flag clicked. After that, we will go to control and drag forever. Then we're going to drag if then block. Then you're going to click on sensing and then drag key space pressed, and then proceed to motion, drag move steps forward and change it into 5, then drag point in direction. And after that, since if you are going to notice, we need the same if block 4 times, so we're just going to duplicate it. Just going to duplicate it so that it will minimize your time on dragging the same blocks. There you go. So let us use the first copy and put it here. Okay, then change it into right arrow. After that, we're gonna use the next copy, put it here, change space into left arrow. Then you're going to change point in direction into -90. After that, we're gonna use the third copy, then change space into up arrow, and the point in direction will be changed into 0. Then for the last copy, change space into down arrow, and finally change point in direction into 180. So this is now the script of blocks for the labyrinth game. So let's find out if this is working. So we're going to use the right arrow in order to point in direction 90. And then the up arrow, the left arrow, the down arrow, right, up, and left. So that is how the labyrinth game works.
Let us start our discussion on variables. Remember, a variable is compared to a box that gives the information used by the program. In addition, the content of the variable may vary throughout the program. For example, the score of a game is stored in a variable and varies throughout the game. Programming a chronometer. First, open the labyrinth game from the previous lesson and add a chronometer with the following steps given. Number 1. In the category data, click on Make a Variable as shown in the right corner. Name the new variable chronometer, then click on OK as shown in the right corner. Number 3. Look at the set of blocks corresponding to the new variable as shown in the right corner. Number 4. In order to count the seconds, you're going to build the script as given below, which is subject to a chronometer that counts the seconds. First, the initial value of the variable, and secondly, you should add 1 to the variable after each second. Number 5. To make the game more professional, create the variable score and then build the script below. As you can see, we have the algorithm and the equivalent code. For the first step, when I click on the flag, it is equivalent to when flag clicked. Set the score for 100 is equivalent to set score to 100. Repeat indefinitely is equivalent to forever. If the color black is touched is equivalent to if touching color black, then go to initial position is equivalent to go to x, which is actually negative 178, and y is negative 113. After waiting 0.2 seconds, add negative 5 to the score is equivalent to change score by negative 5. Now I'm going to show you how to program a chronometer in the final game. First, you're going to open the labyrinth game from the previous lesson and you're going to follow the directions given. So see to it first that the data should have a chronometer and score. Then we are going to build the script for this particular game. So the first script would be when flag clicked, then set chronometer to 0. So choose chronometer and then click control, drag forever, then wait a second, then change chronometer by 1. So click data and then change by 1, change it into chronometer, then after that click events when flag clicked, set score to 100, so click data, set score into 100, then click on control, drag forever, then if, then after that click on sensing and you can choose touching color, so you can choose any color based on the labyrinth, so I'm gonna choose red, then click on motion, drag go to X, which is actually negative 178 and negative 113. Then click on control, wait 2 seconds. After that, 0.2 seconds. After that, change score by negative 5. So click on data, change score by negative 5. So this is now the script for this final game. So let's find out how does it work. We will click on flag and then we're just going to move our character or sprite until it hit the goal. At this moment, it is your turn to practice the programming of Chronometer using Scratch program. Remember, nobody is perfect, but through practice, we can be better. Good luck, students! Thank you for listening, students. I hope you learned something from this video. Have a nice day!